It's a real shit show today, literally. Got a major septic tank and a lot of people using it. Alex, you Alex Jr.? And, oh, hang on, I know you guys. Those are clean. Okay, I'm shaking his hand. He's the good guy, good man. Beautiful rig, man. Look at this rig he's got. I remember when you guys had a little truck 20 years ago. This thing's beautiful. That's quite a machine. That's quite a machine. Really, really awesome, man. I love it. I'm videoing it. See, this is Alex, and your father too, right? Or just you?
Everybody.
Generations.
Even the little guy like this.
Even yeah, junior, huh? Nice. Yeah, it's really cool. These guys, they do a great job. They're reliable. They always come out. We called them not even an hour ago, and boom, here they are. But when you need a septic tank emptied, man, it's important. You get somebody who knows what they're doing, and these guys do, and they do it quick and fast and fair. So I'm glad you guys showed up. What do you think? Let's take a look. Can you? Is that a homemade one?
Let me rock a hose out there.
Okay, you got it. Thank you. So look, you get problem properties. If you know how to take care of the problems, it's great. And that's one of the good things about mentorship, by the way. You get in my class, if you don't know how to take care of something, guess what? I do. So we're basically excavating. And this looks like a commercial septic tank. I'm glad I see it better. It's probably at least 1,000 gallons. Could be 1,500. But anyways, you can see we have water running out of the top. It's not supposed to do that. There shouldn't be any water running at all. We don't know who's running it, but we'll got to deal with it. So we'll see. Excuse me. I think that's a switch he's running so he can turn it on and off. And so he'll give me a bill when this is done. I'm going to guess it's going to be between $900 and $1,500 to empty this tank. Now, I don't own the property yet. I'm working on it. But we got to find out how big the problem is here. And they turned it on. I want to stay away from that because it might throw shit everywhere. But that is pulling from that pipe, which is pulling from this tank, but it's going to run out quickly. He's going to eventually have to take that and put it in here. And now you can see, look at the sludge in this thing. And when you have a sewer system, you end up having a blanket, they call it. And you can see that sinking. But it's okay. A good septic system can last, 100 years. So you can see Alex walking up now, and what he's got, you're going to see this extension cord he's got. And all that is, it's just a direct line so he can turn that pump on and off, much like concrete pumps, right? When you pump concrete, I poured a lot of concrete. When you're using a pump, a concrete pump, you want to be able to turn it off. And I've seen guys use remotes, but doing a direct wire like he's doing is the safest and best thing. So he can turn it on, turn it off from here. And that's what he's going to be doing while he's sucking this thing empty. So you can see. Yeah, but he's got it stirred up well. Oh, more stirring?
Yeah.
Can you show us? Can you bring it up? I want to see the blades. Yeah. No, you don't have to. Yeah. He's got a propeller on there. So look what he just pulled out of the tank. We have a broken pipe. That's not good. He pulled up little pieces, and now he's pulling that off the bottom. So it's the only way you can find out. You got to go down there and empty the tank and see what you got. Oh yeah. Yeah, we got broken pipes galore. And he pulled out another one. He pulled out a hammerhead. Somebody was down there with a hammer. That's what this thing looks like on the end. It's got these floppy propellers, so they don't break. If they hit something hard, they.
Yeah, the operator know how to run it. See.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
You damage it. I get it. Looks great. More pipe. So now we got the tank empty, and what we found is, this may be good news. You see that pipe? It's all broken up, and look at that. If you see right there, right next to the hose, that's an old ball peen hammer. Presumably somebody was down there working, and maybe they busted this up. Maybe they did that on purpose. I don't know. But we're gonna find out. But what could be is that broke. And so if it was going down, it's only supposed to, oh, there we go again. More. Look at that. Wow. So the way these tanks work, you don't want the sludge to get out. The sludge stays in there, and they call that the blanket on the top, and then it just slowly disintegrates and falls apart and liquefies. And then as it liquefies, as the tank goes up, it'll go up like an elbow, but only the fluid. It sticks down below the blanket, so that only fluid comes up. You'll never get, in other words, the crap goes in, but it can't get out. The only way it can get out is to turn into liquid, and so that's what happens. It's always letting the water out, but not the thick sludge, and that could be the problem. Is that broke, and it's let the sludge go down into the septic field, in which case we'll either have to clean it out or replace it. We'll see. So, I got a line now. Hang on, I got a line. Yep, I see it. Oh shit, what did I lose?
what?
Okay, I think I dropped your rock.
No.
Got my glasses, I hope.
Oh shit.
My glasses, you want it? My wallet? What? Yeah, so there's a pipe here. I can see the problem. All right, I'm back on the property I just bought, and we've fixed the septic field, the collapsed stuff. Inside the second tank, we found this second tank right here. We didn't know that was there until we followed this pipe from the first tank that you see there into the second tank, and you can see they've got a nice T right there, which we need. Are we getting one in here or no? No, I don't think we need it. Okay, yeah. There's debate on whether we should have a T like that in here. I did find the remains of a T. It's all broken up. I put it, oh, here, yeah. I guess that's the old one. Anyways, but this kind of value add work, fixing stuff up, can be payoff big. I mean, this is probably was a $50,000 problem to the people that I bought it from, and I fixed it for $5,000, and $2,500 of that cost was a truck coming here charging me $2,500, yeah, to empty these tanks, because these are 1,000-gallon roughly tanks, and it costs money. It costs about $1 a gallon to have this stuff pulled out. You can see I stuffed a towel in there because I didn't want anybody else using the toilets. We didn't want any more effluent coming here. I'd rather it spill out of the top here than go down inside where we're working, right? And bye-bye. And we're putting this metal over this. I don't want anything here. Try to keep it flat. Nah, no. Dig it. Just remove our... I want it flat. There you go. Better. Ah, shit. We got something underneath it. Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, we have this. Cut. No. Cut this.
Okay.
I want it flat. Hey, how you doing? I want it super flat so we don't have anything get in there. No, I know this looks like hell, but this is money. Anyways, that was really a shit show, okay? But that was pure money. So look, a little problem like that, I probably made $100,000 because it was a $100,000 problem to other people they're green on that area. They don't know what it takes to fix something like that. They're afraid of it. That cost me $2,700 for the pump to come and suck that effluent out, and then maybe $2,000 labor for myself and my guys to get in there and find the problem. And there was a lot more to it than what you just saw. But that is the power of making money in real estate when you're handy. When you're handy, it's a huge deal. Or if you have a mentor that's handy that can help guide you through it. So I hope you enjoyed that. Believe me, that was a great little lesson, shitty as it was. That is really just one of many ways that you can really make a lot of money on a property. That problems that scare other people away, that really isn't that complicated. You just got to know what you're looking at. So hope you enjoyed it. Thanks. You want to learn how to make millions of dollars in real estate? I've made tens of millions over my lifetime, and I'm showing people how to do it. Get in my free webinar. I have it every Thursday, 7 p.m. Central. Go to the link below, flipanythingusa.com/webinar. Sign up for it. You can talk to me face to face if you want. Don't waste any time. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. You don't want to miss my channel. I've been doing it for years.